the fastest man in Africa, and you're watching Side Chat with Nasho. Please subscribe and keep following.
Challenge moving forward to another African team that is on the verge of qualifying into the next tournament, pegged on their performance in the next match, is Senegal versus Ecuador. Both teams have good players. We've seen what Valencia has been able to do. We've seen how Senegal destroyed Qatar in the previous game. Would like to get your take on what you think maybe Aliou Cisse can improve in the next game.
Senegal versus Ecuador, fairly balanced game. Yes, I'm getting you clearly well. It's a fairly balanced game. Senegal, Ecuador, Africa versus South America, fairly balanced in terms of experience at the World Cup. This is the third, rather the fourth tournament Ecuador is participating in World Cup. For Senegal, this is the third occasion. Senegal's best return has been elimination at the quarterfinals in 2002, whereas from Ecuador, the best return was round of 16 in 2006. So in terms of experience, in terms of the potential, these are fairly balanced opponents. Now we go into the last match where both teams are on verge of qualification, but the chances are too high for Ecuador than Senegal, because Ecuador need a draw. A draw is enough to send them in. But Senegal, to be safe, they need all the 3 points to beat Ecuador, so that they don't have to depend on Netherlands versus Qatar game. If they just beat Ecuador, then they are in with 6 points. And I think for Aliou Cisse, he needs to get going, to maintain what he did against Qatar, and he needs to tell his boys not to be overconfident, because this is what cost Senegal in the last tournament. They were too overconfident, and they will lose the last game against Colombia, which was able to send Japan in on fair play. Actually, they tied everything with Japan in terms of goal differences, and in terms of points, in terms of goals scored and conceded. Or Japan just got in on the basis of having a good discipline, because Senegal had more yellow cards. So these are things that Aliou Cisse needs to avoid by going for a win. Just a win, one goal is enough to send them in. And given that they've got the goals in, I think they are over the miss of Sadio Mane, because it really hounded them in the first game, going into the game without Mane. But they are able to overcome it in the second game. So with this confidence, I think Aliou Cisse just needs to tell his boys to relax, to focus, maintain the same game plan, whereby they need to open up Ecuador. Yes, Ecuador is a good team, also compact. They had a good game against Netherlands, but they are also vulnerable in terms of their flanks. If Senegal can be able to penetrate through the flanks, bring in the crosses, have the fast players on the pitch, the manage transitions from defense to attack, if they can have good passes to get the ball quickly to their strikers, I think they can be able to get past Ecuador. But make no mistake, Ecuador is a very formidable opponent. If Senegal don't tighten up their grip, then Ecuador will be looking for a draw, which is just enough to send Senegal home.
Okay. Maybe as we wrap up, maybe you can give us your prediction, Senegal versus Ecuador.
Wow, Senegal, Ecuador, a very tight encounter, but let me go for Senegal with a scoreline of 2-0. Yes, the Lions of Teranga, they can do it 2-0 in favor of Senegal.
Okay. And I would vouch for Senegal, considering the key man for Ecuador team, that is Valencia. leapt out of the game in their previous game. So I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, that he's out of the next game.
Yeah, that's what we hope for. But again, even if he's in or out, Senegal need to score. They need to score. So for the forward players, the likes of Bamba Dieng, the likes of Dedu, the likes of Dia, the likes of Ghana Gaye, they need to get goals. That is the most important thing that Senegal need. Apart from having a tight defense, they need to score goals against Ecuador to guarantee them passage into the next round.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Lenji. It's always nice having you on the channel. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one.
Always my pleasure.
Sure. Well, that's all the time that we had on this particular edition. Make sure if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, share, drop a comment on what your predictions for the next game are going to be. Well, see you on the next one.